Hey everybody, this is Rob, and a lot of times I've been making, on my Facebook page, I've been making some, cooking videos or segments, and some people have asked me to do some more cooking videos, so instead of doing a video where you're watching me do it like live, I decided I'm going to try to make a short video on making something. Today I'm going to make something that I've never made before, so I'm hoping that it turns out okay. Today I am going to make a top roast. And actually a few weeks ago I saw an article that the price of meat was going up, so I stocked up on stuff, and one of the things I stocked up on was top roast. I actually was going back and forth on whether to do a top roast, bottom roast, or London broil, but I went with the top roast because I feel like the bottom roast sounds like it's a little bit more tougher, and the London broil seems like there's more work involved, but with a top roast it's a little bit more tender and juicy, so I thought, hey, we'll do that. So I picked up on some directions from various, chefs, our recipes on how to do this, so hopefully I pull this off correctly. Okay, first of all, let me wash my hands. We're going to be touching some food. Alright, so what I'm going to do first, I have the roast out, and right before I had this video shot, I actually had it out an hour beforehand from the fridge, so that way it's going to be juicy and tender, and plus for the last few weeks it had been in the freezer, and actually earlier this week I put it in the fridge so that it would get ready for the cooking here. So I got the roast out, and what I'm going to be doing first is I'm going to put a little bit of oil on it, and then I want to season it with some salt and pepper. And then I'm going to start to rub it all over so it's nice and seasoned. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my oven on high, put a little bit of oil at the bottom here, and start to sear it to give it some color before we put it in the oven. I went ahead and preset my oven to 350. And hopefully it'll be on in just a moment. Now I am going to do something that I actually didn't know existed until like a month ago. I'm going to do something called a trivet. Basically what I'm going to do is, instead of putting the meat like on foil in a tray, I'm going to cut up some vegetables, put it at the bottom, and then put the meat on top. That way it doesn't fry the meat. And also, hey, cooked vegetables. Who likes some cooked vegetables, right? And so I got a knife here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up some celery, a bit of onion, and I'm going to use a small pepper here. I actually went to my local grocery store and they had 4 peppers for 99 cents, so that's a great deal. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll start with the celery. I'll do 2 stalks here. I've never made a vegetable trivet before, so I'm excited. So we'll see if it works. Okay, so now I'm flipping it over because this side isn't now colored, so I'm going to flip it over so now that the other side gets some color to it. Now I got some green pepper, celery, and some onion. Let's see how it is now. Looking really good. Yep, now that it's getting close to that point, what I'm going to go ahead and do now, I have a tray ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and put the celery, green pepper, and onion at the bottom here. And now what I'm going to go ahead and do, I preset my oven for 350. I'm going to put the roast right here. And I'm going to go ahead and set this for 75 minutes so it's got time to cook. And then in about 75 minutes, it'll be ready. So let's go ahead and take a break. All right, well, the oven just beeped. So now let's go ahead and see what we got here. Yeah, I gotta say, I've noticed that every once in a while I would open up the oven and it had a really great smell to it. And look how good it looks. And then there's like cooked vegetables at the bottom. Like I was smelling cooked onions and cooked green peppers, and it was just every time I open the oven door and it smells good. You can see a little bit of juice at the bottom. We're not done yet, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit for about half an hour, because from what I read, when you whether you're roasting or grilling meat, what happens is the heat causes the juice to go to the center of the meat. But if you let it sit, it gives time for the juices to come back. So I'm going to go ahead and let it sit, and then hopefully we'll be able to eat. Alright, well, it is out of the oven. I got it surrounded with the peppers and the onions and the celery. So now I'm going to carve it. Hopefully I don't cut my hands off. Okay, it smells really good, and you got a nice sort of pink color. We were trying to go for medium and not really medium rare. So let me do a couple of slices. All right. Okay, there we go. And then I got some spinach salad there. I'm gonna throw in a couple of the peppers, a little bit of the onion, throw in some of the au jus. All right, verdict time. All right, looks good. Nice and tender. Very good. All right. Well, it looks like I succeeded in making a top roast, so now I'm going to sit and enjoy myself. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you watched it. Well, you enjoyed watching it, I should say. You was enjoying this. And thank you very much. And now I'm going to go enjoy myself. So off with you now. I'll talk to you later. Bye.